Hello, fifth grade students, parents, and the entire Belleview Wildcat community. It has been over 3 months since we have seen each other due to the COVID-19 shutdown. Schools across South Carolina and across the nation have been shut down for a very long time. What a way to end the year. Back in August, who would have thought that we would have ended the year being at home for over 3 months due to a pandemic? But it's here and it has happened. This ending has caused all of us to change. Across the nation, teachers have become online teachers. Parents have become homeschool teachers. And nurses, paramedics, doctors, and all the frontline workers have taken on a new cause of trying to help everybody stay as healthy as possible. And to all of our essential workers, thank you for keeping us going during this time. We're here to wish our fifth graders the best as they move from elementary school on to middle school. In middle school fifth graders, you will be given more responsibility. Responsibility comes with age and with maturity. In the 3 months that we have been apart, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have changed. You may have changed in that you've gotten taller. You may have changed and your hair has grown longer. But I know all of you have grown stronger academically because of the COVID-19 shutdown. In normal times, we would have our fifth grade end of the year celebration in our cafeteria, but we're not in normal times. This year, we had the idea to have a speaker talk to our fifth graders. But this speech can be used by all of our Bellevue Wildcats. So this year, for our fifth graders, if you attended the Winthrop basketball game back on December 17th, you saw this guy play basketball for Winthrop. He had 19 points. Our fifth grade speaker for this year's ceremony is DJ Burns. Let me tell you a little bit about DJ Burns, and I'm gonna have to read this important information. He was voted as the 2019-2020 Big South Conference Freshman of the Year. He was named the Big South Conference Freshman of the Week 5 times. That tied a program record. He came off the bench to lead the team in scoring with 16 points in the Big South Conference title game victory over Hampton University. He finished the season with 394 points, the second most in a single season by a freshman in program history. DJ had a career high 23 points as he was 11 for 14 from the floor against Charleston Southern. His previous career high of 22 points in 15 minutes at Hampton was in just his 5th start at Winthrop. DJ led the Big South in field goal percentage. He finished second on the team in scoring at 11.9 points per game. That was the 3rd best scoring average by a freshman in Winthrop history. He was the only player in the Big South Conference to average double figures while averaging fewer than 20 minutes per game. And finally, DJ was named to the National Freshman All-American team, and he was the only freshman in Winthrop history to earn that honor. So guys, you have a big guy speaking to you today. I don't mean big as in just being tall, but big as in what he's doing and how he's made it from being in 5th grade just like you guys to being at Winthrop University playing basketball right now. So at this time, I'm gonna turn it over to DJ Burns. Thank you, DJ.
My name is DJ Burns. I go to Winthrop University. I'm a sophomore majoring in sociology. I also played on the men's basketball team here at Winthrop. Academics for me have always been important. It's been instilled in me and my parents from day one to go out and be the best that I can in the classroom, because your education is one thing that can't be taken away from you, and you really need it to be successful in life. Just trying to do whatever I can, whether it be going in for extra hours to get help or studying at home, doing homework a little extra just to make sure that I get the concepts of things and really trying to learn all that I can was a big part of my success now growing up. For me, my parents, I wouldn't say rough on me, but they always made sure that I stayed on top of things. My mom was a big part of that. She always made sure that I got things done, got them done on time, and if I didn't understand, she always made sure that either she helped me or that I found the proper help to get it done. And I would say that my parents are a big reason that I am where I am now, and I would always say to anyone else to always cherish your parents and what they say, because they won't say anything that won't be for the betterment of your life. I pretty much always had pretty good teachers that were always willing to help me out and make sure that I had the necessary tools to be successful, whether it be calling me in for hours and whether I needed to or not, and just making sure that everything was all right, and coming in for lunch to get extra tutoring before test, or just they made sure that if I showed the dedication to making the best grades, that they would help me. Growing up, my whole family was very musically talented. It was really just kind of something that it was kind of natural to just want to play instruments. I played the piano, the upright bass, the alto and baritone saxophone, and I tried the tuba for a year, but I didn't really like that one as much. My grandma, growing up, she had us, our family was a little choir. We'd go around and sing at churches and things, so music has always been a big part of my life, and it pretty much always will be. Keeping the distance from everyone and staying home, and that's been a big change for me, not being able to get onto the court how I want to every day, and having to move to outside courts and making sure that we separate ourselves and keep it 3 or 4 people at a time and not being in large crowds. And that's one of the biggest things for me, but I think also the growth of everyone as a whole, it's brought everyone together, because we kind of have to stick together. And that's something that's been really good to see. I found some new interests that I didn't know I had, such as reading books. I've done a few of that, and I'm reading some on my religion, and a lot of sports books and inspirational books that are pretty good, and they make me think about things going on right now and how to handle them and how to stay hopeful and encouraged and not get kind of down when I'm not able to do the things that I want to do because of where we're at right now. Stay hopeful. Things are not all that well right now, but they will get better, and they're starting to get better. So don't be discouraged, and just be patient, and things will work themselves out like they always do. Going from Tennessee to Winthrop was a big change, and it was one of the biggest decisions I've ever had to make. But honestly, I found that Winthrop would be the better situation for me, because it is a smaller environment where I can really focus in on the things that are important to me and take that classroom setting, going from being in classes with 200, 250 people to coming back to a class where I can be a group of 30 max and just really focus in and learn. That's one thing, you have to be in a more serious environment, and that's something that I need personally. The Big South Championship, that was one of the best experience I've ever experienced, and probably one of the best that I will ever experience. We were so excited to see all the work that we put in throughout this year, and all the things that we went through, the ups and the downs, and the going on that winning streak where we won all those games to starting to go on a little losing streak there, and just seeing where we refocused and locked back in, and we were able to pull that off and win all those games and do it with class. We didn't go out and try to disrespect anyone. We just played our game, and that was really fun to be a part of. And then it's a great team with a lot of brothers, and we really came together in the end, and we pulled it off, and we were able to make it to the tournament. We were heartbroken when we found out that we wouldn't be able to play in the tournament. I was really heartbroken for our seniors, Josh and Hunt, seeing those guys, the things that they put in, and they brought their all to this program, and this was their last chance to really do it. And seeing that taken away from them, it was really hard to watch their reaction to it, and that kind of let me know that I gotta focus in and really make the most of this time, because you never know what can happen, and that's a big part of why things are different when we're back in the gym. It's going to be a whole different grind from here on out. I would say to anyone trying to become an athlete at any level, work hard all the time and don't take any time for granted, because one day you're working and you don't really feel like doing it, and the next day it'll be a time like this where you're not able to at all, and you'll realize how much time you wasted complaining and not really doing things as hard as you could be. And now there'll be a time when you can't do them at all, and you don't want to look back and have any regrets. That's the main thing I would tell people, just to always take advantage of all that time, whether it be a day you're not feeling too well, still grind like it's one of the best days you've ever had, because that time you can't get back, and you don't want to look back and say, I could have done this better, I could have worked harder. So just go ahead and do it the first time, and that hard work will separate you. Like when the talent doesn't work, you work hard and you'll gain that talent by the hard work. So just keep continuing to work hard at all times. Just remember that academics will always be the key to everything that you want in life. Because whether you're an athlete or not, once that sport ends, you're still gonna have to have an education to be successful in life past sports. And it's always more to life than sports. Good morning, Bellevue. I would first like to start off by saying congratulations to everyone on a successful year. I think it's really great that you guys have all persevered through these times and were able to hold it out and be strong and get through this year. I would specifically like to congratulate the 5th grade on their moving on to middle school, and I would like to say continue to work hard and persevere, and things will always work themselves out. Thank you.
Well, Bellevue Wildcats, you have heard a wonderful speech from DJ Burns. Now, DJ Burns has been in a place that all of you guys have been in. He attended elementary right here in Rock Hill, and now he's at Winthrop University playing basketball. But the main thing he's doing is stressing academics. So we want to thank DJ for his words of encouragement to you today. Not only to our 5th graders, but to all of our Bellevue Wildcats. We know this year was a strange year, but we're going to end it strong, and we're ending it with DJ Burns. And as a token of appreciation, we have this shirt for DJ. It says, I virtually graduated Belleview Elementary 2020. All of our 5th graders will be getting one of these. So we want to give one to DJ, our special 5th grade speaker. Thank you, DJ. We appreciate it. And it's social distancing, so we can't shake hands. We'll do a little elbow bump. All right? Thank you, Bellevue Wildcats. Thank you, DJ Burns.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for those wonderful words.
Thank you for having me.